And we're back again. Found out what the problem was. I had a punctuation mark that somehow got into my source file. That's been eliminated. Let's run it. Okay, and here we go. Like I said before, scripting languages are very, very versatile. You can use them to do various chores. Here we're going to use them to complain a little bit. Okay, first I will do is I will go up here, and this is kind of a long way around doing this, but here we go. Okay, this is a simple function. You have the function name and you have the input parameter. And what happens here is, in this particular case, you take the input parameter and you say is hard. So if we say physics and hit new line, it will say physics is hard. And one of the neat things about Racket being a list type language is, if you want to, you can also do this all at once. Say that you're having a moderately bad day and you want to say that all your courses are hard. Well, you can sit there and you can do a list. This is how you define list in Racket. And there's all your hard subjects. And you run it, and sure enough, it says all of these subjects are hard. Now, you can also use your lambda function, and you can define it here. Then you can apply it to this list, and when you do that, it will tell you basket, weave, and recess and vacation are hard. And at that point in time, you'll have very effectively complained. But the idea is, a lambda is an anonymous function. We don't call it is hard or complain or anything. We just call it lambda, and it's happy with being called lambda. And you define it, and this is usually for a fairly simple function. You put it right here, then you put your list that you want to apply it against, and you're off to the races. Okay, you go up here, comment this out. Make sure I take out where it's doing my thinking for me. And let's see. Now we have decision structures. And you basically have your if, and you also have one called con. Okay, we'll run these, see how they go. This, by the way, if you use Visual Studio Code for this, you'll need to be careful to save your source code before you run it. If you're using Dr. Racket, which is the built-in IDE, you don't have to do that. Okay, it's giving me a little bit of a problem here. Oh, that's the problem. Well, you know what, let's go ahead and let's do iterations while we're at it. And then we'll take a break. This time I'll remember to save the source code so we don't have that sort of source of entertainment. Here we go. Okay, nice and terse. Alright, here we go. You have an if statement here, and your if statement supports regex. There's your reference for it. And let's see. The way you read this, if you have a regular expression, A or B, and this is your regular expression here, if you have A or B in cat, it's yes or rather than no. It says yes, it's in there. I'm going to say is D and F in there, and it's going to tell me that's a no. Okay, and here's some code. This example is from this source here. Basically, the question is got milk, and the idea is you brought back a list of things from the grocery. Did you get milk? Okay, you got your conditions. If it's null, it's false because you didn't bring back milk. Now, if CAR is the first one, and if it's milk, then it's true. Now you notice that you do from there on out you recur it, and the recursion drops it back each time, so it eventually will find milk if you got it in there. For example, got milk, apple or banana. We have bananas, but yes, we have no milk today, so that is false. Got milk, alpha milk, banana. It finally gets to it at the end and says yes, I have it. Okay, iterations. We've already seen a for, and here's the for source. And you had the for in the sense of an iteration. Now you have the for in the sense that it's in the list. And here's your list. So you have for I and 1, 2, 3, and it counts them out 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's when you have a letter example, and they got a little format in there. You go A, B, C. Okay, and I did not put my new line in, so it kind of crowded it in. This is for I, 1, 2, 4, and notice that it goes 0, 1, 2, 3. If you don't specify it, it starts out with 0. So, as I promised, we will take a break here, and then we will come back.